Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Let speech in light, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in light, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Let speech in light, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in light, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. 1 Timothy 4:12. One more time. Say 1 Timothy 4:12.
As you kids know, each month we learn a new hymn called the Hymn of the Month. We practice this hymn in family worship and opening exercises, and we sing it during the morning worship service. Starting in April, it's time to learn our new hymn of the month. We're going to learn Crown Him with Many Crowns. The Rodriguez family is here to help us sing it through at home. Thank you, Rodriguez family. Last Tuesday, we talked about God's faithfulness. When God allowed the Israelites to cross over the Jordan safely to the other side, they set up a stone from each tribe, so 12 total, to be a reminder of God's faithfulness. So every time they saw the stones, or their future children saw the stones and asked them why they were there, they could tell them about God's faithfulness. Some of you sent pictures doing the same thing at your homes. Let's see who we have. Oh, look, there are Luke and Benjamin. Seeing their giant measuring ruler reminds them of God's faithfulness as they see themselves growing. Oh, there's Joanna and Michaela, who made theirs out of mega blocks. I love those bright colors you used. I love seeing your smiling faces. Wow, there's Tamsin and Rowan. They were so creative and made their faithfulness reminders out of seashells. Look at all those stones. Cecilia wanted their rock pile at the front door to remind her that God is watching over their family. 2 new friends joined us. Hi, Savannah and Luke. They chose a rock from outside and painted it their favorite colors. Those are great reminders of how thankful you are for your family. We can't wait until the day we get to meet you in person. Hey, there's Joey and Patrick. Look at those long lists of all the ways that God is faithful. I think if any of us adults start complaining and need some help remembering, we should read your lists as reminders. Way to go, guys. Those were fantastic pictures to remind us of God's faithfulness. Thank you all for sharing those with us. I've got a question for you this week. Have you ever thought about why you were given the name you have, or about the meaning behind your name? It's kind of fun and interesting to think about. Maybe some of you were named after a funny story of something that happened with your parents. Or maybe it's a biblical name from the Bible. Maybe your parents loved the meaning behind the biblical name. Maybe all of your family members have the same start of their name, the same letter at the beginning of their names. Maybe your parents visited a place and that's the name that you were given. So this week, ask your parent why they gave you that name and the meaning behind your name. Okay? Try that this week. I remember as a kid not liking my first name. You all know me as Mrs. Freer, but my first name is Deborah. So I would go by either Debbie or Deb. And I don't know, but I just didn't like my name when I was younger. I always wanted like a prettier name, like Rebecca, something like that. I remember even in second grade, my teacher called me up to the desk because even on my paper, I would try to write it differently, like Debbie, D-E-B-I, or D-E-B-B-Y. I would try to do different things. And my teacher marked it wrong and actually took points off, which I was horrified. And she said, and she gave me a talk about why I needed to start liking my name and that my parents gave me a name for a reason. So then I started learning more about my name. My name, first of all, if you look at the secular word, it means bee, as in busy as a bee. Or it's named Deborah after the Bible, the judge in the Bible. So it wasn't until I found out that what actually the word Deborah means: strong leader, compassionate, and wise. And when I learned that, I started falling in love with my name, and I love it now. I couldn't imagine being called anything else. Deborah. So I thought, if I love my name and there's a meaning behind my name, maybe a couple of my friends know the meaning behind names as well.
Hey guys, this is Mrs. Guckenberger here, sharing with you a little bit about the meaning of names and my son Will, his name and how we named him and what it means. So the name Will, short for William, it means resolute protector. And we decided to name him Will because when he was born pretty early and had a big fight ahead of him. So we decided that he had the will to survive and that would fit him quite well. And we also have several men in our family that are named Will or William. And so we thought it gave great tribute to them and honor to them. And we've discovered now that Will is very appropriate for him because he has a will of his own, meaning when he wants to do something, he is determined and he will get it done. So I hope this adds to your lesson on the meaning of names and can't wait to see you all again soon. Bye.
The name Hannah is Hebrew for gracious one, merciful one, and one who gives. My parents named me this because they like the story of Hannah and Samuel and how God was faithful to Hannah and how Hannah really wanted to have a son but couldn't. And then one day she was in the temple and Elijah came to her and said, "You'll have a baby."
Hearing Hannah tell about her name reminds us about Samuel from the Bible. Let's see a short little video clip about when God called Samuel.
Samuel.
Here I am, sir.
What? What?
You called me.
Called you? No, I didn't. Go back to bed, son.
Samuel.
What is it this time?
You called me, sir.
Why would I call you?
No, you called my name.
Oh, please, Samuel, I'm tired. Go back to bed.
Samuel.
Eli? Eli, sir?
What? Where is it? What is it?
Surely you called me that time. I heard it so clearly.
Oh, Samuel, you're too young to be hearing the. And now, Samuel, listen very carefully. I want you to go back to bed. If the voice comes again, say, "Speak, Lord, thy servant hears you." Huh?
Samuel. Samuel.
Speak. Thy servant hears you.
Samuel, I have warned Eli and his sons to purify themselves, and still they refuse. Behold, a day of judgment will soon come against them.
Well, there you are. You weren't in bed. Well, what did he say? Well, tell me.
I can't.
Oh, come. Don't hide it from me, Samuel. Is it about me and my sons?
He said he warned you already.
Oh, tell me everything.
He said that your time of judgment has come. That it's too late. Oh, Eli, why didn't you change?
Oh. The Lord will do what the Lord will do. I deserve it. I knowingly disobeyed and let my sons do the same. But you, Samuel, you have received what I have waited for all my life. Serve him, Samuel.
In this video clip, God called Samuel and he listened. To think that before the beginning of time, God called us by name. He called us. He created us. He knew exactly what you were going to be like. He formed you and he placed you in your families. Wow, that is just so amazing. It's amazing to think that he loves us that much. There's a verse in the Bible, Isaiah 43:1. Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. Think about it. The Lord called you by name. Wow. Like Patrick, you are mine. Deborah, I love you. Ava, I've got a plan for you. Zeb, you are mine. Isaac, you are loved. And we could go on and on. How awesome is that? The Lord God loved you so much that he called you by name. So this week, think about this from Isaiah 43:1. Fear not, I have redeemed you. I have called you by name. You are mine. All right, think about that this week. Also, remember to ask one of your parents, why do I have the name that I have? And what is the meaning behind the name? If you even want to send me a little video clip about what your name means, you can do that. Okay? All right. See you next week. I love you all. Bye-bye.
Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young. But set an example for the believers. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. In speech, in life, in love, in faith and in purity. 1 Timothy 4:12. 1 Timothy 4:12. One more time. Say 1 Timothy 4:12.